and it's a very Agatha Christie coded piece. You know, it's a whodunit, it's a Cluedo. Who in the room is the bad guy? You know, therein lies the issue with this. The mystery is nowhere near expansive enough. So, you know, when you kind of watch those old Agatha Christie's or even the new Poirot's with Kenneth Branagh, there are tens of suspects at any one time. Like, you'll walk through the train carriage in Murder of the Orient Express and there'll be like fucking, like, you're meant to suspect every single one of them for different reasons, sometimes simultaneously. That's important, right? You know, when you go, that's important for this type of thing. When you go see Mousetrap on the West End, you suspect, at least 4 or 5 people at any one time. In this, they never really bring your attention to any legitimate suspects above 2, really. I think the writer might argue that there's maybe 4, but that's only because there are fleeting moments where the film almost like forces you to think about a particular person in the room who otherwise isn't depicted in the film. So there's a point where it, like, the camera swings around, it's like, could it be him? Could it be her? But we never see those people ever again. So there's no reason why you would think it's them, right? The only people it's ever going to be are one of the 2 people that we fucking talk to, right? Because why else would it be anyway? It's not going to be like, oh, it's that guy in the corner we haven't seen until like minute 60. It's going to be one of the 2 people we talk to. And that's a fundamental issue. Like, if you're writing something that's Cluedo, Agatha Christie-esque, you got to set up like 7 or 8 people at least. Like, make it interesting. Because, like, I'm just going through being like, well, it's one of these 2, and they're really trying to make me think it's this one. So I guess it's the other one. And it was. There's no reason why it's cut into this guy over and over again. He seems like he's not relevant, but we have talked to him for a 5-minute scene, and he's obviously relevant, so it's him. And, like, once you lose that mystery, it doesn't really hold up as a thriller in and of itself, because it's one of those things where every horror film has this problem, but it's not really a horror either, it's a thriller, but they have this problem where it's like, what would you do in that situation? You know, there's airdrops coming through saying, don't tell your date, or like, don't go to the bathroom, don't talk to these girls in the bathroom. And I'm like, there's ways around it. There is ways around it. Like, this person isn't an omniscient, omnipresent God. Like, you can tell someone, and, you know, I'm just a bit like, eh. So it didn't work. I logged my review on Letterboxd. I think I gave it 2 stars out of 5. Follow me on Letterboxd if you don't already, at Fred Asquith. So yeah, and I think the less said about that, the better. I was really excited about it as well.